In any relationship, trust is the foundation that holds two people together. But when trust begins to fade, whether through suspicion or betrayal, it can lead to emotional turmoil. Infidelity is one of the toughest challenges a relationship can face, and often the signs are present long before the truth emerges. While it's never easy to suspect a partner of being unfaithful, recognizing certain behaviors can help you confront the issue before it causes deeper emotional pain. I encourage you to watch this video till the end, because understanding these signs might help you avoid prolonged heartache. And if you find value in this content, please hit the subscribe button and join our community. Together, we can navigate the complexities of relationships and help each other grow. But before we get into the details, let me tell you a story. Imagine a couple, Sarah and Jake. They had been together for years, but recently Sarah noticed a change in Jake's behavior. He was spending more time away from home, and their conversations became shorter and more distant. And when she asked him about it, he brushed it off, blaming stress at work. Sarah didn't want to overthink it, but deep down, she felt something was off. It wasn't until she noticed Jake becoming overly secretive with his phone that she finally confronted him. That what she uncovered was heartbreaking, but because she trusted her instincts, she could address the issue before it completely shattered her. This is why it's so important to pay attention to certain signs. And now, let's explore those warning signs to help you navigate similar challenges in your relationship. 1. Increased secrecy. Secrecy is often one of the first red flags in a relationship where trust is beginning to erode. If your partner suddenly starts being protective of their phone, computer, or social media accounts, it can indicate they're hiding something. Examples of this behavior include turning their phone screen away when they're near, logging out of shared accounts, or even changing passwords without a valid reason. They may no longer leave their phone lying around as casually as before or start getting defensive if you ask about who they're communicating with. This increased secrecy can create emotional distance, as you may feel shut out from a previously open and transparent part of your life. Over time, this can lead to feelings of isolation and mistrust in the relationship. 2. Emotional distance. Emotional distance often accompanies infidelity or the development of outside emotional connections. If your partner seems less affectionate or emotionally withdrawn, it could be a sign that their emotional energy is being invested elsewhere. In relationships where emotional closeness was once strong, you may notice conversations becoming superficial or strained, lacking the depth and warmth they once had. They may stop sharing personal thoughts or seeking comfort from you, leaving you feeling isolated or like a bystander in your relationship. This emotional gap could be a way for them to detach, as they subconsciously or consciously shift their emotional focus to someone else. 3. Change in routine. Routine changes in a partner's life can be normal, but when they are sudden, frequent, and unexplained, they can be a red flag. For example, if your partner starts working late more often or suddenly takes up hobbies that don't include you, it might signal that they're carving out time to spend with someone else. That what makes this particularly suspicious is the lack of transparency. They may give vague or inconsistent explanations for the hour, your whereabouts, or the new changes in their schedule. And if they become evasive when asked about their plans, or if these new activities cause them to be consistently unavailable, it could indicate they're creating space for someone else in their life. 4. Avoidance of intimacy. Intimacy, both emotional and physical, is a crucial aspect of a healthy relationship. If your partner starts avoiding physical affection, sexual intimacy, or even non-sexual touch like hand-holding or hugging, it might be a sign of emotional or physical detachment. Often when someone is cheating or emotionally involved with someone else, their desire for intimacy in their primary relationship diminishes because their attention and energy are directed elsewhere. This avoidance can be masked by excuses like stress, fatigue, or a sudden disinterest in physical closeness. While other factors such as personal stress can impact intimacy, a prolonged or unexplained shift in physical affection is worth paying attention to. 5. Excessive attention to appearance. If your partner suddenly starts paying significantly more attention to their appearance without a clear reason, it could raise concerns. This might include dressing up more frequently, buying new clothes, wearing perfume or cologne more often, or spending extra time grooming themselves. These behaviors are especially suspicious if they occur before they go out alone or with new friends, and if these changes are out of character for them. While self-care is important, drastic changes in appearance that aren't explained or shared with you may indicate they're trying to impress someone else. It's worth noting that these behaviors can be subtle at first, but over time they become more noticeable when they don't align with previous habits. 6. Frequent mood swings. Frequent or unexplained mood swings can indicate that your partner is dealing with internal emotional conflict, possibly from guilt or stress related to hiding something. For instance, they might become increasingly irritable, defensive, or prone to starting arguments over trivial matters. This volatility may come from the pressure of leading a double life or the emotional strain of infidelity. Small disagreements may escalate quickly into larger conflicts, creating unnecessary tension in the relationship. This emotional imbalance often reflects the guilt, shame, or stress they feel, especially if they're trying to balance their primary relationship with an outside one. 7. Lack of future planning. When a partner stops talking about the future, it can be a subtle yet significant warning sign. Long-term planning is an essential part of any committed relationship, whether it's discussing vacations, life goals, or even everyday plans for the future. If your partner suddenly becomes disinterested in these conversations or avoids discussing upcoming events or goals, it could indicate they're unsure about the future of the relationship. This hesitation might suggest they're emotionally disconnecting or feeling uncertain about the relationship's direction. It could also reflect a shift in their emotional investment, where their focus has moved away from building a life with you and possibly towards someone else. While none of these signs alone confirm infidelity, if you notice several of them happening together, it's important to trust your instincts and have an open conversation with your partner. You deserve honesty and a relationship built on trust and mutual respect. Addressing these concerns head-on can help you resolve the issue or give you the clarity you need to move forward. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Together, we can navigate the challenges of relationships and build stronger connections.